My people, hope you had a good weekend. We've got some airdrops to claim. We've got some upcoming airdrops this week, so let's get right into it. Firstly, the Zero Lend airdrop went live this morning. If you were farming points with Zero Lend, then you should be eligible for this. You can come and claim your airdrop. They've done it so that 40% will be released today, is released, and then 60% is vested. And the vesting period is 3 months, and then a cliff of another 3 months. So yeah, I could see most people on Twitter not too happy with the airdrop. I don't think it's too bad with these liquidity airdrops. Whatever you put into it is generally what you get back, apart from Camino, which was terrible. But I put around $500 into this lending. I lent around $500, and then I had PIF staked, so I got points from that. And at launch, like I said, mine was worth around 800. The price has dropped, which is always going to happen with these projects when they're releasing the airdrop tokens. People are going to sell off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold mine for a bit. I'm going to wait for all the people that just want to sell off, and then hopefully we will see a rise in price. It has the second largest liquidity locked on ZK Sync. I mean, a lot of that would have been down to this airdrop, but I think when ZK Sync goes live, this will get a good boost in price as well. So yeah, I'm going to hold mine for a little bit, but I'm going to show you how you would sell them if you want to sell them. So they've added liquidity on Linux. So to do it on a DEX, then you would come to Linux, connect up your wallet, they'll be here, and then you can swap it for ETH or a stable coin. You'll need some gas on the linear network. I checked earlier, it was around $10, which I was surprised it was so high. But yeah, you'll need a bit of gas to be able to swap these out, or you could send to an exchange. They have listed it on a good number of exchanges, as you can see here: Bybit, KuCoin, BitGet, MEXC, HTX, Gate.io, and Poloniex. So there are two types of airdrops that we can perform in. There is ones where you provide liquidity, like the restaking projects like Eigenlayer, and then projects like Zero Lend or Camino. And then you've got projects where they are transaction based. So like Scroll or the bridges like Hyperlane, Layer Zero. I farm the latter much more than I farm these. I've not really done a lot of liquidity based airdrops. I've done a couple. I've done this one, Camino, a little bit in Eigenlayer, but from early on, I knew that it is a Wells game. They are linear airdropped, meaning it's fully based on the amount of money, the amount of liquidity you provide. So it's a Wells game. Unless you're providing tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands, it's not worth it when you're providing a liquidity with them for 2, 3, 4 months. And if you provide $500 and you get around $500-600 back, if you're lucky, it seems with the airdrops lately, with these liquidity based ones, it's definitely not worth it. You could be using that 500 and you could be moving it through a number of tokenless projects, doing transactions, and I think definitely that is the best way to be farming airdrop. I'm going to do more of a comprehensive guide on the types of airdrops that are out there and the ones that I think are best to target. Haven't got tens or hundreds of thousands to be throwing into projects to just sit there. And then moving on, we've got Mode. Mode airdrop is going live tomorrow. So if you was farming this, get ready to claim your airdrop. You need a minimum of 250 points to be eligible for this. Again, I didn't focus on this one too heavy. I wish I would have, because I feel like it's a little bit under the radar. And this was transaction based. It was a bit of both. It was moving liquidity onto the platform, and they were giving you points for doing that. But then there was a load of protocols where you could earn points, like Perts, Dexes, and other protocols where you could have earned points. And they do have a season 2, so depending on how this season 1 airdrop goes, I'll look into farm in season 2. And also with this, if you're in the US, the UK, and a few other countries, you're going to need to use a VPN to be able to go onto the airdrop page and claim. They haven't got a block on the VPN, I've checked. And then also we had an announcement for Dimension Stakers. The Manned network has done a snapshot on the 30th of April for Dimension Stakers for an airdrop. So we've got this coming up. That wraps this one up. I've got some more videos coming. I know they haven't been as consistent over the last week or two. I've been a bit busy. I'm back now to be bringing you videos on a daily basis. I've got some test nets lined up for us to go over. As I said, I'm going to do a video on whether airdrop farming is even worth it at the moment. I definitely think it is, but we just got to pick our strategy and the types of projects that we're targeting. I'm going to do a video on that. The market is looking a lot better this week. It's recovering. I think it might be time for Bitcoin to push up to all-time highs and make another run at it. Still got time within this cycle. I would say there's another year left going to summer 2025 or May, spring times in 2025. Hopefully this cycle will run up to, so we've got time to make that life-changing money. We've just got to make sure our strategy is solid. We commit to it. We don't chase too many different strategies. But that's it for this one. Subscribe to stay up to date with the alpha, turn those notifications on, and I will see you in the next one.